Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Don't fail asking Mikhail. Well, today's lesson is going to be how we evaluate the 60 trigs, sine, cosine, tangent, the reciprocal of sine, which is cosecant, reciprocal of cosine, which is secant, and reciprocal of tangent, which is what? Cotangent. So, of certain angles, I'm going to give you example of two angles, 1 degree, 1 radian. Like if I have these angles in degree, I need the 6 trigs of 135 degrees. All right, remember 135. If I want to sketch it, this is going to be in which quadrant? Excellent. I heard someone saying the second quadrant. So if I sketch it, this is the 135 degree angle. It's exactly on the second quadrant, which is exactly in the middle, and that's 135 degrees. So remember, every angle we try to find the trig with, we have to work on the reference angle. So that's my reference angle over here, the angle that is acute with the x-axis and also a positive angle. So the reference angle in this case is excellent, it's 45. So we're gonna copy sine, cosine, tangent of 45. And as we all know, sine, cosine, tangent of 45 is, I hear someone saying radical 2 over 2, which is correct. Radical 2 over 2, and because it's an isosceles triangle, so the angles are the same, so sine and cosine both are the same, radical 2 over 2. And the tangent is sine divided by cosine. Now, if I'm taking this sine, I divide by cosine, and the both are the same thing, so divide something by itself equals to 1. Another way you can do this one is by doing the isosceles triangle. If this one, that's 1 Pythagorean theorem, that's 2. Angle is 45. So find tangent, the angle. Tangent is opposite over adjacent, which is 1 over 1, which is equals to 1. All right. Now, what is that's cosecant, secant, and cotan? So let's come back here and find cosecant, secant, cotan. So cosecant, secant, cotan. The cosecant, if I have the triangle here, 1, 1, radical 2, the cosecant is the reciprocal, it's 1 over sine, which is equals to, and instead of opposite over hypotenuse, it's hypotenuse over opposite, which is equals to radical 2 over 1. Or a reciprocal of this would give you also radical 2. That's the same radical 2. And the cotangent is 1 over tan, which is equal 1 over 1 and also 1. So these are my 60 trigs of the 45. Now, if you want to talk about 135, 135 is in the second quadrant. Second quadrant, the sine is positive, cosine is negative, and the opposite also is negative, the reciprocal, the secant. How about tangent? The tangent, because tangent is sine over cosine, so it's a positive over negative, which is give you what? Negative and negative. All right, so these are my 6 trigs of the angle 135. So let's do another one. Let's do the 60 trigs of the angle that is in radian, and let's say it's negative 2 pi. Actually, let's make it negative 13 pi. I don't want to do 13 pi. How about we do negative, we'll do 2 pi. How about 2 pi over 3? Why not? All right, first of all, we have to graph or sketch the angle. So if I want to sketch the angle, I got my y-axis, my x-axis. The angle is negative, and because it's negative, so we're gonna go clockwise this way. All right. So 2 pi over 3. If I convert it to degree, so this is going to be 2 times 180 for this one, which is exactly 360 divided by 3 is 120. So this is equivalent to negative 120. Again, very quick how I get it. It's negative 2 pi over 3, which is negative 2 times 180 over 3. Divide by 3 equals to 1. Divide by 3 equals to 60, which give you negative 120. So this is the same as negative 120. So let me erase this. All right. I want to graph this one, sketch this one. So I'm going to go clockwise. That's 90. And another 30 here. So now this is 90 degrees from here to here, 90. And that's a 30. That will make the entire thing 120. And don't forget, the negative is because the direction clockwise this way. Now, again, I'm looking for the reference angle 120, which is equivalent to negative 2 pi over 3. So I'm going to use which one? This is my reference angle, which is 60. Because that's 120 and that's 180. 180 minus 120, it gives you 60 degrees. So I'm going to work on the 60 degrees trig ratio. All right. So I'm going to come here and I will use the sine, cosine, tangent for the 60, which is same as pi over 3, which is equal or equivalent to negative 2 pi over 3, as we just proved. 2 pi over 3 and negative is the same as 60 at the reference, which is pi over 3. So let's find sine, cosine, tangent of 60 degrees. So remember, if I have my triangle here, 1, 2, radical 3, and the 60 is here. So sine is opposite over hypotenuse, which is radical 3 over 2. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, which is 1/2. Tangent, it's opposite over adjacent, which is radical 3. The opposite is of 60 is radical 3. Now let's talk about the other 3 trig. The cosecant, the secant, and the cotan. So the cosecant is not opposite, the hypotenuse is opposite the sine is opposite over hypotenuse. The cosecant is going to be hypotenuse over opposite, which is 2 over radical 3. Multiply top and bottom by radical 3 over radical 3. That will give you 2 radical 3 over 3. Now, how about the secant? Secant could be a reciprocal over cosine. So it's a reciprocal. It's 1 over cosine, which is 1 over 1/2, which is equal to 2. Reciprocal of 1/2 equals to 2. Or adjacent, you can say it's the adjacent over hypotenuse give you cosine. So the secant could be the hypotenuse over adjacent, which is 2 over 1. Now, talking about the cotangent, cotangent is 1 over 10, which is equal 1 over radical 3, multiply top and bottom by radical 3 over radical 3. So the answer is radical 3 divided by 3. So these are my 6 trigs. I'm sorry. Oops. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? So these are my 6 trigs. Let me highlight this one. These are my 6 trigs over here. The sign was radical 3/2. Sorry about that, folks. Technical issue. All right. The sine, the reciprocal, which is cosecant, the cosine reciprocal, which is secant, the tangent reciprocal, which is cotan. So hopefully this lesson will make the homework a little easier. The one I give you in psychology. And now please keep this lesson as a reference. Every time you want to figure the sine, cosine, tangent of any of the angles that are in unit circle, refer to this lesson or this video that will help you to understand the idea of finding the 60 tricks. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next lesson. And don't forget, don't fail asking Mikhail. You guys have a good day, everybody.